Hey, let's take a look at a few problems from a recent handout. We're going to factor 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. Because of this 2 here, we're going to have to do the AC method. So I'm going to go 2 times my negative 4. That gives me negative 8. And I'm going to break up a negative 8 so that I get this positive 7 here in the middle. Negative 8 is going to be, since it's a negative, I know the signs will be different. And I'll use a positive 8 and a negative 1 to get that 7. So I'll split the middle and go 2x squared plus 8x minus 1x minus 4. I'll group the first two terms together, see what they have in common. Go ahead and open up a couple of sets of parentheses for my answer. 2x squared and 8x have a 2x in common. Negative 1x minus 4 have a negative 1 in common. Remember, if a negative leads, you take out a negative. And then in the second parentheses, we put what we have left over when we factor the 2x and the negative 1 out. 2x goes into x squared. There's an x left. And 2x with a positive 8x will be plus 4. Another problem. 4 requires that I do the AC method. 4 times negative 15 is negative 60. Since it's a negative 60, I know the signs have to be different. I need to get a negative 60 when I multiply, but this negative 4 here in the middle when I add them. So I'm thinking negative 10, positive 6. So I'll split the middle, 4x squared minus the 10x plus 6x minus 15. Go ahead and write down 2 sets of parentheses for my final solution. 4x squared minus 10x have a 2x in common. 6x minus 15 have a plus 3 in common. 2x from the 4x squared leaves me with another 2x, and 2x from the negative 10x leaves me with negative 5. A few more. Same thing, AC method. 4 times the 5 is 20. Because the 20 is positive, I know the signs have to be the same. And the negative there in the middle tells me that they're going to have to both be negative. So I need a negative 9 from a 20. I'm thinking negative 5 and negative 4. Split the middle. Two sets of parentheses for the final solution. A 4x squared and a 5x have an x in common. A minus 4x, a negative is leading, so I'll pull out a negative. Negative 4x and a 5 have nothing in common, so I'll pull out at least a 1. Taking the x from the first two, or the negative 1 from the last two, x from the 4x squared leaves me with a 4x. X from the negative 5 leaves me with a negative 5. Another one. 3 times negative 12 is negative 36. Because it is negative, the signs will have to be different. A negative 5 in the middle, I'm thinking negative 36. I'm going to go with a negative 9 and a positive 4. Remember to use that technique that I showed you using your graphing calculator to help with those numbers if you don't see them as easy. Split up the middle. Write down 2 sets of parentheses for your final solution. 3x squared minus 9x have a 3x in common. 4x minus 12 has a plus 4 in common. Taking the 3x from the 3x squared leaves you with an x. Taking the 3x from the negative 9x leaves you with a negative 3. And one more. 6 times negative 10 is negative 60. Since the number is negative, I know the signs have to be different. I want to get a positive 11 in the middle. With 60, I usually think of 6 and 10, but that won't work. But positive 15 and negative 4 will work. Two sets of parentheses for the final solution. 6x squared and negative 4x have a 2x in common. 15x minus 10 have a 5 in common. Take the 2x from the 6x squared, you're left with a 3x. Take the 2x from the negative 4x, you got minus 2. Hey, I hope that helped. Thank you.